was a more common from no tune for TV Plus. I was a man who Cassasi and Sembia, a Bobo Bano, I was and some not the pa. In Nan say, yes, so call hospital and Nesabia with this year within the coy, Sebi Okoko Filmo now, who are a doctor, and I was sign a death certificate in the so. My who say any pano, Sebi, who ampa. And son and no chain, any pana or no, a day a yen yale for hospital no. Or no son swab a second person within inside a beshe doctor, Samantha no, I say. Na doctor no, Sebi, or Musu said, Lumba, Ekuku ye, our hospital, our and Crampuni Mantem cantonment one. Doctor no, I was ya allegedly, or Babontin, about the Cassaden Tam no, or no, I would duty, so. Ono wan sign any death certificate bia Lumba ewu ho enti sane omo ka no no de sebi one na busia empe no me empe wo hawo bia na nkwankwa yese na doctor no krampo ne sign na sense enti ono de den time ona na wo do tinti date na yese wa me hie mu eba abonten de beto abonten said that the Lumba ko wuye wo sa hospital ho no no doctor said that date no wono na allege no wo hospital ho no na so ono one sign death certificate bia Lumba ewu ho ebujan se we yensem ya etwetwe aso a yebekọ akwaji mu nchirimu na nsem kure ya nso no baba Jamal so kokobo bi ekọ no ho no mo se sane ebe ye ndc anyi di mboni nti no ebe ya wontwe no ho emfemfiri ye Broni presela lawsem no ho ebujan yankọ kwaji nsem nchirimu ni afoforo ka mo na sisiye
sisia anti sister Samson wa say Baba Jamal omo kana asema na omo dia asa NDC media odo me UP member by as advice na as you made ma say wa wo be NDC empanifo no say ka yehwe amamu a ma joma ma president ebu a ka eyepa ka mudiji edimpa na emum de omamuji edimbo ne eye Baba Jamal enti no esa NDC for mu ye bibi fa ho because asem wo ye odi achi wonim so odo Broni no odi efo wadi bone wadi ewu ana yen ware no awo Baba Jamal ne law firm omunim no kure no ana omo pese omo ye bukata no omo ne omo akoye one ana de maame na yeso so no omo pese omo chinchi maame ne nsa eje maame ne nioma enti no na me de me catch rawa asra say tremompani foni bi adwene siso na ebe ya sa law firm no mo ne omo nka na Baba Jamal won twen no ho it's not too late na say Broni no obekwa akofa lawyer foforo no akwa akofa lawyer foforo ti we na make me da ase
me se da ase pa na me sha
wait yara say when yeah we break down about sewa me as until what the and just the kind say he was not in any position to announce the death of that Lumba, because once you announce the death of Nipano, it means that you've got every clearance to come and do that.
Yeah.
And to say BBC, one about you are the one you about bizarre questions because when I want to say, I mean say unim time unim baby unim diokunu, and that is why you are announcing. And if you don't know, just about share nipakra or cash like the person who told you. Now in this case, Osha, look at the Dusty. And the Dusty say of Fred driver and I can say, oh yeah, that day or Marco check up Abba, but that yada. So there is the inconsistencies now. I can say there is a whole lot to this thing. I try to connect. You are trying to connect all the dots over here. Say there is a whole lot to this thing. Say the personal driver, because say the personal driver, then the personal driver during the critical moments of, and I said the last moments of that Lumba, the driver should be around. But according to the driver, no, or see ya call check up aba. So as some more can say that Lumba will bank hospital no. And the Dusty assertion no, and I say the and the Dusty air car share no about personal driver no. It means say there's something fishy. It means there's some sort of in contradiction over there. Or bank hospital. Your friend driver see wada ofi. Ya call check up aba. So and the driver no in this whole syndicate, the driver need an important figure. Driver need a person like very key figure of the whole issue, because a personal driver on the papa and like they work back and forth. To date, driver no, we've not heard anything from the driver. So, Charlie, this thing is this syndicate. You know, it's a well orchestrated idea. Like plan and that's why I want to say that Lumba will 2 days. Because if that is the case, or say wa catch or say girl catch say unbrief you, and so unbrief you. None panel e would have feel no more, and now we are the hospital or no more, which is which. Na so we were the hospital ho no more and also no commercial which means say nipa no wu ye no as caretaker no wo do ope afa nipa no aka hospital, and that is what we are saying say know the difference between obi a caretaker and obi a oye say legally no obet me take decision ye en family decision en ko she fridge mu. Know the differences, that there's a difference. Say obi hwewa na nipa kro no ebusafo kra nim na according to ebusa penis or see oba ne kro mu nim no from the onset no mean say Odo Broni cannot take a decision, say, indeed, okay, that Lumba will come out. She cannot take that decision. The facts are on our show, you know, you can't take that decision. And say, why me embraf, you know, was the body at home? These are questions that we are asking. Body no feel no say embraf. And now I go to hospital, normally I'm processing in terms of much, you know, I'm processing or say embraf, which is which.
Chris, Don, before you even move forward with that, why the boss said well may hear Manyesi before she even contacted Priscilla Ofori?
Thank you.
Yes, because on Robert Nas no say ebusuafo ne lawyer for na friend.
But she
but
knew
according to the
before.
justice, so say why me here tin on no ko frɛ ebusa. So mrefi.
So which is which? So you see the inconsistency.
Connecting the dots. Segment with any friend. Connecting the dots.
Say why me say ebusuafo and a blah 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 blah. Also, according to the industry, also say and I say brafie no nobody know fie. And I said that body no hospital. Say body no so hospital la. One engine on a process body call mortuary. So there are a whole lot of patterns I will say yen try and connect this pattern, you know. And that is what we are asking. Driver no so being him driver now. I think very Christo. It is high time for us to put the driver here and ask the driver on also questions. Say yes, say why me and the Africa about say yes, say why me segments. So I can find a picture and so on.
From the way the dust is kasa and the name driver no driver and number no. It is a drag and the dust or bet my driver and number.
And yeah, so I'm Africa was I can you form picture so them you bisa questions no. Ah shit. So driver
and the dust there so.
Yeah, and the dust there no, and because and the dust there no say we afraid driver because and the dusty
also afraid driver and so about
exactly for Andy Dusty, and the reason for Andy Dusty to come on air, for him to come and debunk say oh and no credit the Lumba no meaning say or trust this driver no very 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 well, because for someone to come and sit on national radio to debunk something no, it's not a joke. Say oh ade when no credit muntwengu meaning say source no or just source ndi. So before someone will come and say oh the driver might not know and answer the driver and no credit because Andy Dusty wire radio over 10 years 15 years he has a credibility or credibility also
he's not in the position so
exactly because Andy Dusty in the Juma so for Andy Dusty to trust the driver no for him to come out and come and debunk say and no credit because my source say nipa no me na go check up ama odakwa belfia ma be dakra no meaning say that source is not something that we should play with. And he says nipa no say ya go check up aba that yada na see nipa na go hospital and he so go hospital who transported daddy to the hospital, because now we are having two different accounts. Who transported daddy to the hospital? Because nipa ko be transporting daddy no nipa no say ayakwa abo nipa no wadawo say one so say, and according to and Dusty now offer say one no yes your ombre fie and ombre fie no that body no fie because obi wudi a say na Rebecca say chiamo hospital because jaso by say briefie so now we would the fie and I said then. So I think we need to drag this driver. Thank you. So now share more
for time be na I no pa wia.
Exactly. So only share more go ha. Any one share yourself and share more because on to me take this decision no. Abra ebusuafo nim immediate family members nim.
Crystal, play the audio again.
And please, Asantua, can I chip in a little, just like some minutes, 1 minute here?
Okay.
I say, and the Dusty interview, no, or say a person closer to Sewa and a man.
Okay, Ted, we are listening to you. With you. Ted?
Said it's you. I think her network.
Not drop. We can hear you.
I think
Ted?
I think the network. I think it's a network.
I think past 2 minutes.
Amo, Annie Dusty, good morning.
Good morning, Kwame.
How are you
Ted,
doing?
we didn't drop you. Why not drop you?
Fine. How are you?
I'm doing well. I know we're still grieving.
Oh yes. It's been a very busy weekend, very eventful.
Very.
I think the only time I had to charge my phone 3 times. This only happens on my birthday, where people call. But the Lumba's passing, people, look, I've had calls since Saturday.
Yeah.
And this morning, I couldn't even enjoy my sleep because I had an early morning Zoom engagement on Adam TV and other radio stations. I've done about 9 interviews already. This is about
Wow. Wow.
Too much, yeah.
And we know on Saturday, you know how typically the rumors will be on social media. People, the scaremongers will be on writing their scary captions and all that. And sometimes it's quite difficult to know the truth. I was listening to Showbiz Review Extra when you made that announcement in the first place. How did you hear of the confirmed information later?
Okay, you remember I had already debunked the rumors. I even mentioned on air that listeners and lovers of Lumba should ignore the news coming in that he had passed on. When I made the statement, Austin the controversial, sent me a message that, I just saw a video of you asking people to ignore. The thing is true. And I asked him really, he said yes, because he spoke with Sewa. And Sewa couldn't control her tears. So quickly, I called Sewa. Sewa did not pick up her phone. Meanwhile, I was on air all this while. So if you were watching on Facebook, you would see me go out. I will ask them to continue. Ashes, I remember when I came back, Ashes said, since you went out, I had been the moderator for the show. Because someone else, but I had to go make all my inquiries, and these things, some of them were very private, so I couldn't ask the producer to handle the conversations. So I was going back and forth. Then KOD had reached out to me.
All right.
And KOD mentioned that, Charlie, there is a lady who is very close to the family. And the lady has told me that the thing is true. So I said, Kofi, ignore. Because I had spoken to someone who is very close to Lumba, who is very close to the family, someone who works with him, and had spoken to his driver. And the driver says they went to the hospital, yes, but the man is asleep. So forget. KOD said, okay, coming from you, and knowing the relationship you have with him, I agree. Okay, so he hung up. Then
Nabil Al-Hassan, Event Factory.
Yes. Nabil, because he organized that show, the Valentine's Day show that brought me to Ghana again. Nabil sent me a message, Andy, Daddy is gone. And I said, oh, forget. He said, it's true. I said, forget. So I went out. This is at the tail end of the show. So So I went out, called Nabil, and Nabil said, I've spoken to Sewa. I said, I've called Sewa, but Sewa is not picking up. He says, yes, I've spoken to Sewa. But Sewa called Lumba. Lumba did not answer. Sewa called Lumba's wife. Lumba's wife was on the phone. Shortly afterwards, the wife called Sewa. And Sewa asked her, oh, this is what I'm hearing. How true is it? And the wife said, Sewa Brefi. So immediately she mentioned Sewa Pacho Brefi. That, in fact, that was it for me.
Yeah.
Immediately, because if it's not true, she would say, oh,
It's
you
not
know
true.
them,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
wada dog yomuni omasemo kikana. So immediately Nabil said it, I was like, man, so it's true. So I walked in the studio quietly and I sat down when we were ending. But I could not even mention on air that
Yes.
because one, I'm not in any good position to mention it.
Exactly.
Two, I'm not a family member. Three, I had already asked people to ignore. And I was just waiting patiently for them to announce it first. For me, it's not about who says it first. It's not about who breaks the news.
Yeah, who gets it right?
Now, when I sat back to sign off the program, if you were listening closely, I signed out with Macamo. People didn't really get it. This was a Lumba song saying goodbye to us. I don't know if you know that song, Macamo. Right? So I played that song. But when I stepped out, I was with Robert Clark and Edem. Because Ashes had left. Then Hitman called me back crying. But me, I had already heard that the thing Chalatia Faso. So I knew that but when that confirmation came, I was going on Adum TV and Adum FM. So I had to officially announce that, okay, finally they had broken the news. There's even an official statement, an official release. So it was prudent that I also announced. So
I think so.
that's how it happened.
Andy, you have worked with Daddy Lumba before. You've experienced him. Tell us more about him, Daddy Lumba. Who is he?
I love Posse.
Crystal Posse. So so this even solves the whole case. Like we solve issues, you know. Wow, the man, and the Dusty, I bet completely like the questions that we're asking over here because, like I said, I did Dusty trust this source. On trust our source, and Uncle can radio so say, oh, I didn't know Bungu or trust this source, you know. And she said, drive an park or hospital abakrama nipana beda. So, Charlie. About watching us watch it about
good morning.
Good.
Nyamisha Brako Nyamisha Don Akosia Sewa and his sister Nyamisha Mopa. Senior Brako putting me casa constantly on breaky because MVC assembly way chimney per se kakrampa. The way assembly see high and it's yenya. It's minya chance kasa na nyina na ye refi ye criteria sana ya but me kansem kakra me sem na ye kan nyina na say evidence a lot of evidences na monya on internet me so nyina I think say what say yenya na say video and say documentary bi na say de be call YouTube or say him found out of ahwe because empenyufo win because of the people involved just like yes sister Sam say wa kan nobody is going to be arrested. Even a cockroach involved will never be arrested. So in Semna Yakanin, and I think say we have been talking for a very long time. So it's about time. You better take his step. I don't know if the family is working on something to expose all the people involved in the death of the Daddy Lumba. I don't know. But if say they are not doing anything, yeah, I mean, who said there are lots of very, very intelligent people platforms. So make very, very important things. So draw attention to a lot of things, especially as if you asema and the dusty kind asema say wa be kind asema ajakraja be kind so all those things no we should put it together like a video be and as a documentary be as a BBC wherever because in paying forward they are not going to do nothing. They are just like MPP and NDC. They know say oh Ghana for twajim omo be kasa yemfi omo they ekoso be they know but omo nim say oh ye kasa na say omo anya hwia ye bejai nti no ye sure say nsem aye kan nyina no omo te ho a omo tie a omo be bibi afa ho how long and aye kasa yeah kasa for a very long time. So I think say right now we should put all the evidences together and that baby I
Abawa, I think you're on a call, so life not pause.
if say bank hospital if they are really involved do you think say bank hospital no better now say their hospital will go down no omo nyɛ da so they will go any length say omo be kind of say prevent it say almost omo din enko down and as omo hospital no enko down and say why I'm here no one can arrest that girl. So I feel very emotional. So it's a person me can no me I'm very, very emotional. Asem way ye ni maame no akosua se wa obebi a but wohwe nsem e koso na e say wodwen ho a onte ase. Se bibi se betimi akoso pa na mpanyimfo oba bi oye involve nti no mo pese onipa na wewu no mo pese wo be pre justice ama no so Ghana de ohia ni nko ana okomo ohia ni ayeche no yehu ye hwe video bi a obi bo ne yere ye nim nipa kora okop obi anko police station ho anko make report bi a within 30 minutes na papa na yehu police station na camera scene so eche say yache na what from why na be kwa kwachi omo so omekum that the Lumba nobody is going to arrest them so please the intelligent people on this platform you people should come together and work something out because ye be kasa 2 years these people are not going to do nothing. They are not going to do nothing. So kakra meka say me pamacho more platform is so more voice no and more big platforms. You people should come together back door. Na monye bibi na sa video we enko echire na can say the international world no omo hu senya ye mpanyimfo na ye I think said that's the only thing omo hu e be scare omo to do something and e be push omo to do something. Pamacho pa kakra me so meka no instead, my person may can be refused because I feel emotional already. Intimate massive.
Okay, Abawa Hana, but that was a bit rare.
Okay.
All right. I'm done before you chime in. Ted. Is it Ted or Tara? Mepacho, what do you know? And the Dusty never announced the death of Daddy Lumba. He rather debunked it. Said, oh, a fair driver, no driver, no Somako hospital, about Nawada. So he actually debunked, say, we will. But later on, Sewame here been making official statements, say, we will know. And the Dusty so ever make his statements. But prior to that, no dear. And the Dusty one be make his statements, say, we will, and later by the son, but rather, no. Or because say you forget to say only because driver and say omakwa banawada. Okay. And I think so no before say wa free Presla Ofori no na say wa me here no di kan atsadada. It's why ne born na money. And Andy kasa no Andy also made it very clear say offer say wa na onfa but not say wa friend for bobo mama ne but she ignored Andy's phone calls.
Yes, so
all right, Donna Kosia, come in.
Yeah, Ted, not Ted Kasana OC, and my Ted in Kasanri.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah, my Ted in Kasanri.
oh, okay. Santua, yeah, this is the question I wanted to ask.
But if I could listen to this all you too. Fred?
The network, I think the network in you. This is the second time. Rebecca say you see no.
See, well, okay, let me make it smaller for you. Let me shrink it. I'll shrink it. Do you see yourself now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what I was asking, say. Sewa was calling others to inform say Papa Nemu because from according to Dusty, who also say guy be friend or say I just spoke to Sewa. No, say but I've been calling her and she's not picking up. Why were you not picking on this call but rather calling other people to inform the man was dead? You Sewa, how did you know? And my question, I don't think they trusted Andy Dusty because you see he was live. So Sewa on him because they are all media personalities. So when Andy program, she knew Andy was live. One picky call no cause when say as some of it picky call no be can be call live. Or be on to me make a different story. And into nama one picky and the call. And from like I'm sure the man didn't die that very day they announced. He died days before. And Sana Lumba announcement. I just wanted to chip in here, but I'll ask my question again so someone can talk. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ted. Okay. So what be sorry which maybe sir because one of the anaya so before for now on the swap about here and the question now on the floor. So right, Don, do you want
So
to
there is so about daddy's death, there are key actors are more. I mean, Osha Puzzle, there are key actors are more daddy we need to ask them certain questions. And our questions you bisa questions but questions in the door so answer that because the caretaker, in this case, that is Broni. Broni's actions immediately after the death, the autopsy authorization, and then her communication with the family and even the media, in this case, I'm here. Immediate family members, were they notified? The awareness of the caretaker's action. And when we say awareness, where the family members aware of timer, any that it calls our hospital, were they aware? Like the way I afraid, say what brief, did the caretaker and also afraid immediate family members catch up, observations of the procedural lapses that happen. And also, the friend is saying the driver, the key actors, the personal driver of Daddy Lumba. His timeline of awareness, or also not him. Did he play any role in terms of informing any immediate family member? Did he observe any event? These are key actors. We need to ask them questions. And then ultimately, the medical personnel, in autopsy, we need to ask them questions because as it stands now, we need to find out what exactly killed the man. Who discovered him first? Say when you and a condition ben no woman. So on the caretaker, actions ben not take here immediately after daddy's death. Did she authorize the autopsy? Was she legally allowed to do that without the family's consent? Who else did she also notify? And in what order did she do that? And when did the immediate family learn that? And everything that is in the public discourse, and especially with the immediate family, they got to know stuff. During the latter part, because ya bawa hanu kweku Krista bawa hanu utie busapenya or say busapenya no ya no to pack busapenya say masoma nkrofo for them to go and confirm. And before that confirmation, all these things and I can unfold you from say we're going to the radio station to announce and blah blah blah. Didn't you see you? Dignitaries coffee I call Broni here for them to go and visit and blah blah blah. You. So when did the immediate family learn of the death? Why was there a delay in notifying them? Why was there a delay? Because there was a delay. That is why Ebusapenyi can bufu ye. Being said, there was there was some sort of anger as to the fact there was delays in notifying them. Were there conflicts or restrictions imposed on on family access? Yes. Who performed the autopsy? When did they do that? Performed by who? Dr. Ben Ayeye. Are there written autopsy or even hospital records in regards to the autopsy? Were these results communicated to the family or even legal authorities? These are questions that we are asking. Who first told Sewa Meher to come and announce in the first place? Did she receive verified information? Driver Nankasa in question, the driver is also a key actor. Where was the driver during the critical period? Because that is your personal, you are a personal driver to that Lumba. And see, during that moment, during that critical period, where were you? Because according to Andy Dusty, live on radio, say what Fred driver, no driver, so we didn't call check up. So where was the driver during the critical moment? And according to Broni or hospital, meaning said they transported that Lumba to the hospital. So who transported that Lumba? Then there should be a driver. On the other hand, the second premise too is telling us, say, driver, and say, Yakwaba. I don't know if you guys are getting whatever we are trying to unfold here. Premise back will say, the first premise say, oh, my friend driver, no, or see Yakwaba. Second premise say, who hospital, meaning said there was a driver. So where was the driver during the critical period? Where was the driver? Did the driver observe anything unusual? And I said, driver, and no first-hand knowledge. Now, so knowledge, and I say, observe BBA. Did the driver attempt to even alert any family member and I say any authority? We need to ask these key people questions. These are key actors in the whole syndicate.
Done. So, mommy, faith, if I remember, baby, so someone say, obi free, obi wa. Na say, no, a natural cause of death. Na yeni adwin bia say ewo no suspicion bia na ewo ni ho a ana say the cause of death no yeni mo a attending physician no doctor kra or hwe nipa na ofrim na be sign death certificate
exactly
na momo no say e suspicious ana sudden death ana yentimi chere ewo ni mu ana autopsy a coroner ana medical examiner no and never sign death certificate no. So why ne sign death certificate no? Is it the attending physician or the medical examiner? It's ebusia for me some mama assignment in there. Monko na July 26 na sewa me here be announcement no. Monko sa hospital kroho na monko hwehwe employees no omo ye adwuma that day on July 26 the bank hospital in Ghana I cantonment no. Monko na monko ye me mama assignment monko research July 26 2025 doctors ni care team omuye ejuma that day sa hospital mufo bia di meto so na omumbe yi omano bako ya start investigation na no okay
so are there inconsistencies between caretaker no driver no the family and even Sewa me here asemobeka no are there inconsistencies? Yes, there are a lot of inconsistencies. One bit me answer, or one bit me answer my. Are there gaps in the timelines now? I mean, as to no one knows what happened. Not they had gaps in the timelines. Yes, they had it. So it's just about us asking questions. Yeah, bisa questions. Because we need to analyze the missing pattern. Say, as to anything that we see here. So why is it that a caretaker was taking legal decisions? And in this case, it is Daddy Lumba. It's not just anyone, it's Daddy Lumba. Why was a partner taking those decisions? As to say, any autopsy. Who authorized it? One authorized it, say any autopsy. So we need to deduce all the possible causes and the scenarios. And that's why we are asking all these questions. Driver Nankasa or Himfa. Where is the driver?
Yep.
Where is the driver?
Yeah,
Because if autopsy records say, and I say autopsy records exist, say immediate family members were not present over there, then that is an irregularity. Because any more casano, you turn organs, you turn no. So if immediate family members were not present, I'm a autopsy. That is irregularities over there, right there. If the media knows about the death of that Lumba, nobody have announced or reading, and the people know with Abra immediate family members in you know. This shows a lot of mismanaged information flow, and that is pointing to us that there's something fishy. Mr. Bring my
I'm back again, Don. Thank you so much for the chance given me again. In trying to unravel all this mystery and so on. The questions are just clear, you know. We need to ask this, that, who this, that. That's the question that you're asking. One question that I also want to, ask is driver now or that Lumba personal driver now. Is he still at post? Or has he been fired? Because it's a person of interest, it's a person of prime interest. That's what I say. Because all these things and so on, it involves mobility. All right? Like we're gonna move something from here from point A to point B, or we're gonna move that. No, but even let's say he was not dead yet or whatever. Excuse me. We're gonna move him from point A to point B, from the home to the hospital or whatever. Was the driver still at post? If the driver was still at post, that means that he knows every single iota, every single word, every single sentence, every single story.
He will know that surrounds for the day.
That surrounds that mysterious death of that Lumba. And you know what? Because of that, they will do everything possible to substitute the driver with an insider, so that the driver will no longer be privy of whatever is going on, whatever else is going on. To me, sure that by now, I'm a fire no, or they've kept him mute, paid him off, or something, and say you dare not say anything to anybody else. That's where up till now, because the driver of the personal driver of Daddy Lumba, no, to me, if he was my driver, he'd be considered my if I'm living with my spouse or my kids and so on. The driver will be so close to the family, say because I'm here, because it's one part of the family, so on. Because driving somebody to drive you, so on. Like if you sit on an airplane and so on, pilot no one question and say the same way now driver and so one question and say no do over. Driver be a wicked or bit like okay, well, I'm even gonna cause an accident and then maybe honor the mean the middle honor one question and say. So where is the driver? Is he still at post, or they eliminated him? They let him go. They released him of his post. So, and as some no and the dusty kind, say clearly, we know. Say, he testified. That was a testimony. Say, Daddy Lumba, or the exactly. Now what done? And they say, side no hospital be man. Na say, just or die no if something be happen here, so until this driver knows a lot, but the thing is, they've tried to, eliminate him, put him somewhere, push him aside. Not elimination by maybe say we'll be alive and another.
I'm coming, Mr. So some of you guys, you come and say, you come and stay and learn, and you come, your propaganda, you say things that is in the public space, right? The press release that was issued, no, say that Lumba died at a bank hospital. Also, say he died at home, and that is why there was a police report. According to family statements, and family press releases. Almost the Nippon were bank hospital. Also, about our comment saying the person died at home.
So you should know, say there's conflicting accounts.
Exactly.
And trying to unravel and to know, to ascertain and find out what actually transpired. So right now you see our hospital, the same people now came out with the 2 different accounts. They be so
that alone incriminates the whole thing. Like
I'm saying a crime scene right
it's
from
a crime scene.
The first day, it's a crime scene. So if Ghana police were, professional enough or whatever, I'm not insulting them or whatever, but it is what it is. So
no, it's not professional. They are, but if they care enough about their citizens, they don't care.
Yeah, it's a crime scene, and every crime scene.
Once they say go confirm we are good. What you said at Black House and over 2 years on my shop. Do you know why? The owner of that shop is rich. That is why.
You see. We know say we know say you're cordon her with yellow tape or orange tape or whatever. You know say either it's an accident, or either there's a ditch there. So we're wanting people to be careful. Don't trespass. Don't go beyond there. All right. So if the police were so caring enough, or they were doing their responsibility as policemen, so on a homicide, they should have cordoned the place for people to know say. But when you now see, because the people had already planned, and they dare not even inform the police, say, and I say, because they had everything made. Everything was orchestrated and perfectly executed. So, but we are not citizens, we are not satisfied, and we are suspicious of that foul play. We're trying to unravel things piece by piece. So it's like you kind of say, we say, friend saying, that game we say, whereby you have to put things together and then it becomes complete. So what you say?
Because there's conflicting account as to a or hospital. And the communication and then the irregularities even after the death also triggers something.
Yes, things are not straightforward. People's hands are stained with blood. It's bloody red. So things are not straight from day one. It's a crime scene. So and you can tell, say, the interest, something beyond, say, a family member has passed away and we are so mournful, sorrowful, sad. It's not, because the plan was to eliminate this person and take over the properties. So what you say? And there's a shroud of mystery that we're trying to unravel. So to them, it's not about that Lumba is a mega whatever superstar. He's passed away, so this is a big Ipania that they don't even care about that the Lumba's dead. All right, all they care about is what somebody taking over some properties and then living large afterwards, and then just like so that's what's going on, and it's not going to happen because Team Legal wives have a lot of intelligent people piecing things day after day. So they are kind of Crystal kind and Don kind. So this platform right now we should be bereft of what insults. Nobody should be insulting anybody anymore. So go run an intelligence teamwork. Teamwork.
Segment to be all the way Jama mana be botu so be botu there.
Definitely.
No, Bugam send the water.
And definitely. So I'm taking it serious.
No money but
Crystal, if you can do this, you have to think create a platform, another WhatsApp platform. So I bet say some member committee be so yeah, na APC things together. So that's here.
investigative.
Investigating him.
Private investigator. No.
Yeah, piecing him together because we are going to ask so many questions. We are going to do this, and contact some people. We are meeting me. We are doing underground digging.
Yeah. Because you'll be called gun or smart.
Platform. So now you come will be information. Somebody want to screen record name. Okay, right now as we speak, I'm screen recording. You know what? I'm screen recording it for what? For a good purpose, right? Because I belong to this platform. I belong to the team. So me screen record because that and the Dusty, whatever he said and all those things. And then say, well, if I also have it as well, I can also provide it anytime. Say be a year pet Christo na maybe I made your platforms. I also have it and now anything I may record now. So until me, so let's create another platform. So not all persons that are interested or that that few say so they can take it upon themselves.
That platform the criteria ever selective.
We don't. It's you know what I mean. We don't. Intelligence, with that intelligence, we come out. So I say almost we are solving the puzzle.
Yeah, I mean, just we are a kind of a documentary about it.
Oh, okay, I see. We putting things to maybe Canada. We putting things together.
Canada outside where?
Me or Saskatchewan.
Hey, I know. Okay.
And actually, share border. And actually,
I say, you know.
Yeah, maybe Montana. Me come Montana cry all
this time. I say, you know.
I'm telling you.
I find a lot to you.
We couldn't say you share border. I think on the eastern side, you share border.
Maybe.
And it's all but North Dakota.
Yeah, I know. Montana, North Dakota.
Regina, Saskatchewan, Martin, North Dakota there.
2 hours south. All the time.
Done. We are from out to your friend say Niagara 5 hours.
Yeah, 5. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know, 7 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, you share border. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But after I say Le Karen or no Koenig.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I used to live in Toronto, so I know the.
All right, anyway, yeah, Mr. Oh, so there, your mama, yeah, we wrap up their mask. That's the
creative, so.
Yeah.
I know there are some other people who may interested. So now you to me and trying
to number, right? More contacts now.
I work order that piece things together because this is an intelligence in a network. So you're going to show those people, and I can say, maybe if they are the big actors, so we are the smaller, we are ready to cut them down. So. So why yes I create that platform now you started right from now so you know you be maybe underground yeah mama who too much what goes
yeah said the person you know dey chia na
said the complicated information be na I say na say almost no they are trying to as almost sisi omo to ne mo twitch omo to ne yes dey no it will take them by
Charlie it's actually it's sad though
take them by surprise
yeah like if we read a friend is like we read criminal we are Charlie. Although Broni has a lot of questions to answer.
Of course, what the authority be sharing?
Because you see, just one question, right? Why did she even delay access or even restrict family from seeing that the Lumba even before
Okay, what do you want to say? When Kempon was invited by Daddy Lumba to come home,
if Kempon is able to access the facts and they restricted him.
That investigation,
that alone.
You see, he came behind the gate.
On my side investigation, I'll come out.
He came behind the gate for 2 hours. Na ye hu anokrene wo mu no
yeah investigation I'll come out to the truth.
Right from day one everything has been so suspicious. I mean
exactly and although Broni even if you handled that Lumba's personal belongings example the phone crack you'll be deleted and no crack keke.
Yes, now the information come out will be say every year free that or whoever she is.
Now send the voice
putting it in the public domain. I mean what do you gain? What do you gain by doing that? What was the rationale behind?
That's what you're a victim.
Yes, you are playing victim all the time. So naka ukunu kura on say ya na e ka say ukunu da odonwa nka say the man yakosu ya ni kunu ampa no o cover no niema bi say not to bring the disgrace or and the reproach out no so she tried to cover him say ka wonso ukunu no a na bibi kura ho aye bad aftermath so you should be able to what? To cover that rather than expose it. And she's been
Mr. Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Sure.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm still on.
Teresa put in the chat there. Charles Fosu driver and your friend Ebenezer. We don't know the last name for now.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Motion Department of War.
Baby, your telephone number, BBM.
Yeah, Department of War for now. I'm on board to Tuja.
Yeah, me sure so people no crown they'll come out with the information. Say, oh, we know where he
is. Some time no. You better try. I'm on board field. You better equip your more with a little.
No, now we started planting people.
I know, but we better extensive.
Yeah.
They better depend on Dawson so. Now, yes, Edgemano. Because between the say be interview be that between us and now can see
exactly because the investigative angles is enabled by a lot of facts, because especially with Broni, the conflict of interest alone, because you being a caretaker and then at the same time you being a partner gives you exclusive access and then even influence over timelines.
I can also arrange a segment between him and me bring Poma Casa no so my account the man about I can arrange.
Yeah,
I'm still here. That's a man from Bremuna. As a man for those who are so that people also have.
Yeah, so let's make it 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Only question. I'm patching my request for now.
Yeah, Casa Voni, Casa Ted, Casara.
Ted got it. Ted, what question? So Ted, I'm gonna be our question and now canon. Then after that, one.
I'll be.
Ted. Okay, Vonnie.
Good evening. As I'm told me, we are from me mafia work be bit me aye na ye get information. Me send no message was it. What to say? Me chow last time now bobo di mama shout out shout out to my maybe ebe mi o me busa ya na say me musa say unim Robert Asqua be musa Robert, yes. So okay. Genesis, Golden Gate, okay, Morris Minor, get yeah.
Why they?
Sorry, I see me a year me eba. So why me here? Before I said why me here be making an announcement. Most people didn't notice this. I don't know Lumba who you know. Instagram account we about the great. Or be making announcement early in the morning. Emma me who ya me control me Facebook so oh DL. I will be by me inbox back at say DL who and I me free ho. About 6 to 8 hours later, and I said why me be yes announcement no. About the great onya most of information free UTV on UTV for near very 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 close. And to way information I me dey too. Me obi be announce wo Instagram way before say why me here be announcing. If you are fine asking say why the catch now was around before say why me here officially came to announce. Into girl no cobetra on Instagram I'm for catching so she knows her she knows the person who gave her that information and it's not a lie. And she announced it way before. And she said one or because say no media houses no. And despite media they knew about it. And I share bank letter na buy and so the dates na yesi Lumba woo yeah. And what do you call it? Oh, dates now omode beto ho no. Mo check letter anymore. Two different dates oh. Two different dates. It was announced before say what came to make an official say the family ni lawyer and say or make your friend a sense statement no. I don't be so come on Gucci so announce. So a lot of people announced it before I say one neighbor count. A lot of people announced it. Ain't no fishing it. They are very, 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 very fishy. Who told her? How did that information come out? And I've been pomano crashes on who you wouldn't say one can't channel. So why didn't you tell the sister? But you felt it was right to tell people around. To me, one of the submission now, me person the adjourn course to say other people announced it before say one official announcement, you know. Ain't no me de no so ba be ka ho why na mama ye ma ye refi me se mama ye we ni na you this something enka ye but Roman father me see Roman father some so I know you are here but when you say me can same way Akua Donko had to leave that number 8 position for the number 8 position to go somewhere Akua Donko e ka so they dimbe court and chen Akua Donko free mu it was a death of convenience for somebody else to get a position for something to come. So what I want to make access at number 8 position or be a free power. So that position it's Roman father they were ye favor for very, very, very the year to one say yan starting starting now we have one different languages now ya jana me ya and to kwana ya ko Ghana for na no mo ko dia go na ye dio. So when the Ghana near dealer, who himself so in a police station when you want to be able to near connection. Me police station they be the damn person who go nipa kwa me because okay me pent or kwa me so between car kwa fifi na the police for him. Ghana new police when ni yana wa man who say who be me see enkos I was see a pent or kwa me say only me can't talk one ko pent to kwa kese institution to kwa me the amount me ko individual to kwa I go see a pent to kwa kese say wa say Ghana Bar Association na say if there's another law omuni minim say I don't know about say Ghana no our bar no independent but if there's another bigger governing we should report all of them say from attorney general to chief justice for everything in the law system corrupt. Like we need to report the whole law way to international community for them to know say be free Ghana courts no law and you're correct. Consist a chromophone if we have to do work with three chromophone it's not going to go anywhere. We need to advocate, let other people know. We need to stop international international income we should let people know say Ghana if you don't hit them where it hurts and it's their pocket is where it hurts, so we need to hit them where it hurts so that they will start learning sense. We need someone from Sankanisika on Fiwo. One from Sankanisika on see I started to say I can't papa that's fighting Yama watching who film cry see I can't who can newspaper report when I say wedding on Kwanya they're shouting mic and of course on pens and phone. So let's hit them where it hurts, their pockets. Obia womu bia, let's hit them where it hurts, their pocket. Ghana for Obia ma, a crony ya papa, investors ma. Say ya papa nyasha bonin yashi. Papa nyasha bonin yashi cause a young quasia some no moody, you know. So let's not now do position. What I may say, Mafia work be no mayor no. You better say ya bottom. You do move position. Ghana police. There's something Ghana police on. Ghana police station. Wow. Uli pa kona wedi boni no boni ni don't fight your banafe no conversation assistant. That conversation assistant. So we need to deal with them internationally. A chrome hono. Bibini so Broni and fact about bona and that's what far bank can. So I am very sad to say that it will not work. Enye intimate media say international languages, international Baba Jamal law firm no can if we can report them to somebody that is above Ghana we need to report the whole law firm. The whole law firm because me can Roman father woman Roman father ye favors ne dear sister me brother me say I go na ye die no enko bebia international law na ye be report Ghana judiciary to them na mum say Ghana judiciary no omunye papa. I mean it's sad but we have to sell we have to watch our dirty linen in public for people to know say this is what is going on. Thank you. This is what is going on because it's not right. It's not right. Ghana, you dig Ghana, Chinia Kasa. Now we can MPP NDC. Then get us with me. You be kasa adiacha ni akoda. You kasa na adiacha ni akoda. So they are just wait right now. It's like they are waiting to tire us out. Only say a bebre eventually. And so yes, I say show me say you too kind. You near ding. You be sua de mo funa chen you bibi say papa you be dim kwasasema you give it back to them. And you know, media may say, let's look for international war for them. Young international to Kwama womb. Yenina, your home because and some funo moody. Wouldn't you seek our cromwa? No, say, Madame for be any obinia, as some Facebook in Tokwan to give you. Nipakoni being a no catch and so many Pakwan watch me say, Mekando, me said you were going to put the good job, my friend, 5 years just because Nipakoni Mobiwa crowd. Na bra the only girl na feministic bra ya bra pass them na fina say yes we twa no me say ko mo send life keke just because or peke call o do kwani so ni mo bi wa ban mu and or peke call the letter free your friends attorney general office buy ye be fucking life up ondi boni police ni so ondi boni police that trot docket so ye fa ni nkotum me say Ghana police ho who kwesi kana ko police station report bi abepe bi be trauma Intimidate like I'm saying, the only way we can work is to bring international pressure on them. That's the only way they will do any international. We are just talking. Why?
Sister Annie, thank you so much. I think what she's saying, I really agree with her as well because the Ghanaian system is a syndicate. It is very interconnected, right? So you might think, say, oh, I'm dealing with this person, I'm going to report to the higher authority. For all you know, they are all connected. And indeed, if we want to fight this thing, then we should be looking at the international community and start reporting. Even if it's not about this case, then we need to be reporting Ghana on certain things. And that's see, our country, everything is possible. And then a court clerk, it's not extract pictures of like a confidential document and stuff to people. That is how the country is run. The country is full of greedy people. If you want to do the right thing, first lady, on the right thing, they will take you out. On the right thing, they will take you out. And that is a fact. I'm telling you, there might be no even will. You'll be surprised that these people will forge a will. They will even forge documents. Other Broni contributed into and that Lumba's properties.